Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Latrell. I go by iloveyoutrell, and here on my channel we love to talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle with a few vlogs in between. But in today's video, we're going to get into this makeup look. And if you saw the last video, then you know we talked about some stuff that I didn't love while using products that I did love. So today I'm going to tell you what those products are, and I'm going to show you guys this makeup look. So if you're interested in seeing how I got it, then please keep watching. So my last video, I told you guys about how I was going to be doing my favorites. So we're going to get into some favorites. We're going to start off with brows because brows are the most tedious, annoying part of a makeup routine, if you ask me. So a favorite product is the NYX Brow Glue. So this is one of my favorites. I use this all the time, so much so that it's like brown now because I use it, and sometimes I use it before I fill in my brows, and then sometimes I use it after I fill in my brows. It all just depends. But if you can tell, my brows look completely different, and I tried to clean one up and then just got carried away. So we're gonna fix that. But first we're gonna start off with the brow gel. I would definitely recommend this product. So another favorite of mine is the Sephora Brow Pencil. So I use the shade Midnight Brown. Since when do I use, I thought it had a different name, but I have like light brown hair, so my hair is not really dark. So dark brown products I feel like just look a little bit too overdone for my face. So I started using this light brow pencil, and I feel like this just looks way more natural, just very clean and in unison. This is my third brow pencil. They do kind of go by quickly, but at the same time, it just depends on how much you use, like how many times you would use this. And I use mine pretty often, I would say. So should last you a decent amount of time. Well, this brow is like the ideal brow, so I don't really have to do much here, but this brow, I'm connecting it so that it looks a little bit more in unison with this one. Those don't even look the same. When you clean up your brows, it'll make them look a little bit more opaque. So you don't want to go too crazy with your brow pencil because it will get just that much darker once you clean up the bottom. All right, so because we're going to be jumping around, I really need to show you guys this concealer because we're going to use it to clean up our brows. So this is the Kosas concealer. This is the Revealer Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer. So this one is in the shade 7.5W. This is the best concealer I've tried in a long time. So normally I would just use my LA Girl Pro concealer in Fawn, but this is like one of the best concealers. Like I highly recommend that you give this a try. All right, so I was scrolling on TikTok and I thought, what fun way to do this makeup than trying a completely different routine than what I would normally do. You guys have seen me do my makeup a million times. So I found this girl's TikTok, and I think the order in which she does her makeup makes a good amount of sense. So we're gonna actually try that today, and I'm gonna continue to show you guys like my favorite products that I love to use. We are going to watch her video.
Yes, you can do your makeup however you want, but if you want it to look its best, try this order. Okay, your very first step is going to be your eyebrows.
Cool. Brows are done.
Now you can apply your moisturizers and primers.
We're going to use my favorite primer. You guys have seen this a million times, and that is the Milk Hydro Grip. And as you guys can see, it's clearly, I haven't ran out yet, but it's on its way there. And so we're going to just use this as our primer for today. I did do my skincare already, so I have a video telling you guys what my skincare routine has been. So if you guys want to see that, I will link that video.
Apply color corrector.
I don't really color correct. I have some, but I don't color correct, and I won't sit here and just pull out a color just so I can say like we're following our steps. I'm only showing you guys my favorites. So we're gonna use our Kosas concealer as our color corrector and just like underpaint essentially, because that's what she did. She evened it out, and that's what we use to like even out our skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a little bit underneath my eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and blend that out. It kind of looks like an orange mask going backwards, but that's okay. I will say that for this step, you want to use something that is most like your skin tone. You definitely don't want to use anything brightening, something very close to your skin tone. So just go ahead and even out that area.
Move on to applying our foundation.
One of my favorite foundations. I don't know if I gave you guys an actual video in depth about this foundation, but it's the Shiseido Synchro Skin, and I am in the shade 430 Cedar. This is the best foundation I have used in a very long time, and I think this is a little bit more pricey. I think it is, but it's very worth it. It's so soft on the skin. It has SPF, so if you are someone like me who kind of forgets to add your SPF, this has you covered. I feel like my shade is one that, you know, can be either very orange or it can be like pretty spot on. So I think because I was able to find my shade, that hopefully you wouldn't have an issue finding yours. But Shiseido is I wouldn't say it's the most inclusive brand, but I'm just gonna hope that they have a shade for you. I have the driest of skin, and this foundation just applies so easily. It doesn't really catch onto dry patches, but again, your skincare is like a very big reason on why that would be. So I would definitely recommend this foundation for any skin type. If you're oily, of course, you can still use this. Definitely probably wanna powder a little bit more, but very beautiful foundation, very good wear.
Now we're gonna contour our face.
I think I would do both the concealer and contour at the same time, but we are going to just contour first, and I'm gonna be using my LYS or LYS. This is a contour stick by them. This is in the shade No Limits Courage, and this, you guys, y'all already know, this is one of my favorite products that I've incorporated into my routine. I've started using this by itself because it's just such a creamy and natural blending type of product. Like, you could wear this, you know, with a beat face, or you could wear it by itself, but it just blends so nicely that it's still there, but it's not like super like obvious that you have it on. And so I'm actually gonna do this method where I saw this girl do this because it just made her face look more defined, and I want my face to look more defined. Blend out this contour, but it's so easy to do because look at that. It just melts into your skin. But again, your skincare is gonna be a really big reason as to why your makeup doesn't look like muddy, because my makeup used to look muddy. Like, if you look back on videos, there definitely was a point in time where my contour could have been a little bit more seamless, and I think that's because, again, having dry skin, I wasn't properly, like, not saturating my skin, but essentially saturating my skin. So this just blends though very easily on its own.
Cream or liquid blush right above your contour and blend it into the under eye.
I'm gonna add some here, but then she says to also go underneath your eye, and I actually have not tried that trend yet, so I don't know if I need to put some underneath it or if I should just blend it in there. I'm gonna do just one little extra dot right there like that, so we have enough to blend underneath the eye. And I'm actually pretty nervous because, oh, this is the Rare Beauty. Duh, you guys know I love the Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Joy. This is the absolute most beautiful pigmented liquid blush that you can find on the market today. I haven't tried any other shades because I don't need any, because I just love this one so much. But we're gonna go ahead and we're going to use this, it's like a blush brush, and we're gonna use this to blend it out and inwards underneath the eye, which kind of nervous about, again, because Rare Beauty is so pigmented. I don't know if I'm supposed to have it be this, oh, this pigmented, or, you know. And we gotta move quick because this does dry down.
So now apply however much concealer you want.
This is supposed to make it look natural, so we about to see. And I think the idea behind it kind of makes sense. I just don't know if it's going to deliver. So I'm just going to conceal all of our regular places that we would normally conceal. I'm going to start off with the chin first and just blend this out. So this concealer is kind of lightweight. I wouldn't say that this is like a very heavy concealer. It's not going to conceal everything, which I personally like about it. So if you are looking for something that's going to cover like all the blemishes and, you know, make you look like you don't got nothing on your face, I would not recommend this one. I think you can let this sit as long as you want it to, and it'll get a little bit more thicker, but like, this is not for the thick concealer loving girls. This is for people who like something natural that will still show imperfections, but will give you some even coverage. So keep that in mind if you do try this out. It's not a terrible idea. I just don't know if I see much of a difference yet, but we are still in the process. So let's just trust it and keep on going.
Applying a light layer of powder basically everywhere that I put concealer.
I honestly refuse to try any other powder because this one is just so amazing, but that's the Laura Mercier powder. These little triangular square puffs that I told you guys to get off Amazon. Do not buy them anywhere else. We're gonna use this today to set underneath our eyes. So I'm just blotting some off, and we're gonna go ahead and set underneath the eye. I hope that's considered a light layer. That does look really flawless though. I can't tell where it stops and where it begins. She didn't lie about that.
Apply a little bit of a pressed face powder to the rest.
Staple here, you guys should already know this, is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is it. I use the shade Dark Tan. We're just gonna do a little bit of pressed powder on the rest of the face.
I also bake with powder.
Okay. So I don't really bake. Like, I really don't bake at all, especially because I just feel like the bake never leaves us with a good enough like highlight. It just always seems to be just a little bit more cakey. So she is baking with her like white powder that she's using. I'm gonna use my Black Radiance Soft Focus Effect Flute. It's the finishing powder by Black Radiance, and this one is in the shade Golden Almond Finish. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use this on that same poof, and I'm just going to press a little bit underneath the eyes, and we're going to use this as our bake essentially. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump into our eyes. So since I added my concealer when we first added concealer to our face, I'm just gonna go ahead and set with my Laura Mercier powder. The #1 palette that I have been addicted to ever since I got it is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. This is one that I just can't stop using it. And some honorable mentions that I also, you know, either pair with this or, you know, just cannot get away from. The Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Divine Neutrals palette. This one, again, very neutral, very beautiful. They clearly don't have this one anymore, but this is a very amazing palette that I love. As well as the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker palette. This one, again, neutrals, very easy. It also has 2 highlighter shades, and this is actually a face and eyeshadow palette. So it's a dual palette, which is very ideal, especially when I do other people's makeup. But like I said, today we're using the Master Mattes by Makeup by Mario. So I'm gonna take matte 10 here, and we're just gonna go ahead and lay this all over our lid, because I guess we're going for a smoky kind of deep eye color today. I want to keep it simple. I only want to use 2 shades. So this is like the first thing that I thought of. And we're going to stop at our crease. We're not going to go any higher than this. Obviously, if your eyelid space allows for you to do that, go higher. Like, I could go higher, but I'm not going to. So we're going to go into matte number 6. And this is on another small fluffy brush. And I'm just going to put this right on our edges. And we're just going to blend that out. This is like the literal Instagram baddie makeup. Just a dark color on the lid, and then a nice, very neutral, kind of reddish, brickish colored to fan it out. Very simple, very easy. Now, I want this to be just a little bit more, you know, oomph. So I'm going to take matte number 12, and it's just a little bit more reddish, and I'm going to apply this on top of matte 6. So that way it's just a little bit more color. See, that just brought it up just a little bit. Another favorite product that I faithfully take with me anytime I'm doing my own makeup or someone else's makeup is my color switch. So I got this from Sephora a while ago, so I don't know if it's still like the Vera Mona color switch, but I'm sure they still have this. And you literally just go ahead and brush your brush on here, and this is the way for you to clean your brush without having to rewash it, because it's just powder in there. So this is something I definitely use all the time, because I have a lot of brushes, but I don't like to wash them. So I'll use the same brush and just clean it off like this. I saw this trick on Instagram that made a lot of sense, and what the girl did was she grabbed the powder, like the translucent powder, and she used this to soften the edges of her eyeshadow. So that way it just continues to like seamlessly blend into the face. It doesn't have any harsh edges. So if you're a beginner and, you know, it's like a hard line there, or you don't want to, you know, use the concealer method, definitely try this, because it will just soften those edges that much more without adding pigment and changing, you know, the full makeup look. So cool tip. So I haven't been wearing lashes lately, and that's partly because I've been using the Amicole, but I heard it was called Amicole Lash Amplifying Mascara. This is one of the best mascaras I've tried in a long time, and it's really good if you have natural lashes. If you don't have natural lashes and you use this, not to say you won't love it, but like just be aware that your results may vary. And I go ham with the mascara. This is one coat of mascara, and I really like this because although the formula seems like it's a thick mascara or it's like a thick texture, it doesn't get as clumpy as other mascaras do, which is why I really like this one, because I can layer this multiple times and still have very fanned out, very even looking lashes. I'm gonna put some of matte number 12 on my lower lash line, and I'm just literally stamping this in there.
Eyes are done, and now I'm gonna wipe away the bake and apply powder bronzer.
Like I said, the pressed powder that I use is not really loose enough to consider it a bake, but we gonna wipe away whatever is left and just kind of push that into the skin. This powder bronzer by Juvia's Place is amazing. This is the bronzer palette. This one is in the shade Dark. I love this bronzing palette. I love it because it has 2 different shades for you to use, but it also has this really big mirror on top that is just perfect for when you're traveling. So I like to use the top one during, you know, the more winter months because it's not as warm tone and red as this one down here. We all know that Juvia's Place is the most pigmented products that you could find.
Powder blush.
The Taj Mahal blush by NARS. It's in my opinion a baked blush, but it's just one of the most beautiful, the best blush, that's all I can say. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this, and like she said, I'm going to apply it in the same order as we did the blush underneath. So this has, you know, a little bit of shimmer to it. Like I said, it's pretty much like a baked blush, and so I'm hoping it doesn't make it look crazy because it's gonna be like a little bit of glitter underneath the eyes, but it's very fine and very, very natural looking, so I think we'll be okay. And that just like gave me a glow. Like, y'all see that? I just glowed up for reals, like literally. So I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty lip liner. This one is one of my favorites. This is the Kind Words lip liner, and this one is in the shade Strong. The best lip liner. Okay, so in my opinion, one of the best lipsticks in the entire world is Velvet Teddy by MAC, and that is because this is a nice nude color, but it's very much a pigment. So it's not like ashy nude or like, you know, washed out nude. It's going to give you, again, that nude look without looking like, I don't want to say crackhead look, but like crazy, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna apply this. I don't know why I pushed this up that much, girl. I am scared because if this go ahead and break, I'm gonna be so mad. This has been my favorite lipstick for years, since I worked at Bloomingdale's, and I normally would pair it with Cork, but because I really love this Rare Beauty lip liner, we use this today. I like the contrast of having the darker lip liner on top of the lipstick, but you still need to like make sure that they marry together. So that's why you have to line it again. I definitely think even if you are darker than me, like this is going to be just so beautiful on you. So definitely give it a try. But I'm also gonna use this Persona gloss, and this one is in the shade Honey. Now I like this gloss because it is a little bit nude, and you can of course use any kind of gloss. If you want to use a clear gloss, definitely can do that. This is just going to give us a little bit more coverage, but like still very much on par with the color that we laid down.
Finish off with a little setting or finishing spray, and you're done. Makeup absolutely slayed in that order.
If you guys know, then you know. The fact that this is like really empty, look at that. We got a little bit on the corner right there for me to use. This is the MAC Fix Plus. This is the best product in my opinion to set and marry all of those powders together so it looks more skin-like. And I normally douse myself. Let's see if I can do that today with a little bit that we got left here. It's clearly a favorite. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is a dream in a bottle. This and the MAC Fix Plus together are the absolute seal the deal products. Like it smells delicious. It feels delicious. Like get this. Alrighty guys, but that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me use all of my favorite products and things that I faithfully add into my routine. Even if I like try to incorporate new things, like these are always like the staples. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them for like the 13 millionth time on my channel. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have any of these products, make sure to comment down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about them. If you guys have favorites that you guys think that I would love in comparison to these, definitely let me know. Make sure to check out my last video because I gave you some details about a giveaway that we're doing. But I also give you guys, you know, the real 411 on some products that I didn't love. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not. I do post every Tuesday and Friday. But if you can't remember that, just go ahead and hit that notification bell and you will get notified every time I post a video. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and Lemon8, and on my website, l.co.com. I hope you guys are ready to see some more authentic content. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comment section. I thank you guys for spending some time with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.